Coach. You can go ahead with an opening statement.
Winning is a euphoric feeling, and not having the opportunity in this league thus far to do that has been hard on all of the guys. And so to be able to win, particularly on the road against a really good team, is I give a lot of credit to the stick-to-itiveness of the guys and keeping a positive mindset on what we try to do. Before or after our last game, I challenged not just our team, I challenged individuals because we had to play better. Every team's got a leading scorer, a second leading scorer, and our leading scorers have to play better. And both Charlie and Javon did today, especially on the offensive end, and it gave us an opportunity to get a lead, keep a lead, and then when they came back Charlie made all those free throws to really help us out. But very gutsy performance, particularly on the defensive end. We start to finish, I thought, less a couple of those possessions where they made those corner threes that we were really, really solid. And then we came back in the second half with the rebounding battle and did a really good job of allowing them only one shot. And we got some breakaways as a result of that too. So overall, really, really happy for our guys because what we've been through, what they've been through, they deserve a day like this.
Okay, we'll go ahead with the questions. If you got a question, please raise your hand. Go ahead.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win today. Could you just talk about when Marquette got back into the game late in that second half and took a 2-point lead? What did you tell your players to kind of get back into it and kind of retake the lead again?
Yeah, so they made an adjustment, and when they put the ball in the post, I thought our second defender, our big guy as we call him, was doing a good job of disrupting, their post player, not giving a lot of freedom. So they took that guy out of there and put 4 guys on the other side, and I thought that we kind of were standing around watching the post player, and then once the ball came out, and they made the hockey or tried to make the hockey assist, we were late to our rotations. So we had to maybe get a step closer or one more step away from the ball, but then we just had to be a little bit more alert in our transition to get to the ball. And I thought that we did after we gave up the lead. And so that was just a minor adjustment. But I thought that, we defended more shots as a result, and making them miss, and we got the rebound.
Go ahead, Lawrence.
Yeah, Coach, in that first half, can you talk about the play of Kobe Elvis and Nick Angelina? They seem like they came off the bench and provided a lot of energy in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, so Kobe, he's got a level of understanding and an ultimate level of maturity that's beyond his age. He's got a lot of growing yet to do, quite obviously, but he's got much, much more potential because I think he approaches both coaching and understanding the game the right way. And so, I've been telling him over the last couple of days to just be himself, be aggressive. And I think what he was trying to do is take the overall message of what we wanted to do. We wanted to move the ball more. We wanted to change sides of the floor with the ball more on offense. And he got a little bit more into that than taking shots that were available for him. And he came out and early on took a few shots that went in and got back to aggressive, and then allowed him to make some plays after that as well. He had a really good assist to the weak side corner going downhill, and so he was really big. And then Nick, just being long and big and blocking shots, altering shots, 5 block shots, especially on the ball with Theo John, who had a distinct physicality advantage, but hold your ground, and then go up and block or alter the shot. I think both of those guys provided a lot of spark off the bench for us.
Next question from Steve Newhouse. Go ahead.
Hi, Dave. Just joining here. Can you give me your thoughts on the team's defense, the aggressiveness and causing the Marquette turnovers tonight?
Yeah, so, we've been talking about it for a couple of weeks. And as I said, we still trying to exactly find our identity. What we discovered a couple of weeks ago is that we have potential to be a really good defensive team. We got to obviously work at it. And we've started off games really good, and then we've had some lulls, and then sometimes haven't gotten back to that mindset. Our last game, I thought against Butler, we started off in the first 4 minutes flying around, got them off balance. They made a couple of shots, but then we didn't defend with the same kind of energy for the rest of the game. Today was, except for a couple of stretches, elongated defensive stretch. You know, when you get 3 stops in a row, most teams will call that a kill, and we had 8 kills today, which is a very high number, particularly because we're still, growing as a unit. But Romeo is a really good defender, as all of us know. Darius Hall is a really good defender. Paulie Polycap has been Defensive Player of the Year when he was at Manhattan. Javon Liberty Freeman is an all-defensive player at Valpo. So we have pieces to allow us to potentially be a really good defensive team. And when we're aggressive and guys are working well together as one, nights like this were good. We gave them 27% in the first half, or 28%, which is phenomenal for a good offensive team.
Lawrence, you have another question? Go ahead.
Yeah, just a follow-up. Coach, you guys have had multiple close games so far in the Big East this season. How good does it feel now to kind of get a close win, especially against one of your rivals in Marquette?
Yeah, so when you go through that, and again, I think, those close games that we've had, it's been more, errors on our part that have cost us, whether against Providence, switching and things that we weren't as good as we needed to be. But even with that, and then the turnovers, late in that game as well, and the UConn game as well. So the maturity emotionally is in a game like this can grow and hopefully grow exponentially. But not just the maturity, but the execution on both ends. When you know that when a game is on the line, if you execute on an offense and you play sound, solid, aggressive defense on the other end, that good things can happen. And today was hopefully something that we can build on in that department.
All right, do you have any more questions for Coach? Raise your hand. All right, looks like that's it. Thanks, Coach. Thanks, everyone.